The WWE event is about to end, so what attack strategies are you going to use once the disarmor disappears? Well, today we're going to show you the top 3 Town Hall 17 strategies. First one we're going to start off with is Root Rider spam. However, we are doing it with a mini Royal Champion charge, not using the haste file though. We're going to save the Hog Puppet for the actual Root Rider spam part of the attack. Let's give it a go in war. Normally when we do these videos with my top 3 attack strategies, I do it on replay so that I can kind of explain better, because it's so much easier to talk about the detailed part of the attack when you're not doing it. But some of you have made a point of, well, why not do it whilst you're live? So today we're going to find out how much worse I am at being analytical when I'm doing a live attack. So what you want to do, oh, that's never a good sign because you know I'm about to get baited. Yeah, that's a terrible sign when you find giant bombs because you know they were expecting your Royal Champion charge that you're doing. Alright. What? Okay, respect to this guy. So this is the Stars base we did a video on recently. And the Tornado Trap is not usually there. I need to be super quick here. Okay, the Fox. I'm going to get that invis down way too early for the simple reason of I can keep my Fox alive here. Beautiful. Alright. That should be able to get both. Now we're going to set the funnel with the Siege Barracks and the Archer Queen. And we're going to go straight into that Rage Tower, which I was definitely hoping I would have activated. I'm just going to get everything down quickly here. And we got to pop that Warden ability. Skeleton Spell is putting in huge work. There's an Ice Hound. That's very interesting. You don't often see that. Headhunter there. Alright. We are slowly getting through the base here. Oh, I need to get a Super Barb to taint that single Inferno. Just so it doesn't go after my Archer Queen. Beautiful. As soon as this Rage Tower goes off, we're going to do that. And let's start pushing through. Alright, I was kind of hoping my Queen would go and get the defensive Queen. There she goes. Alright, it's not looking bad so far. Time is always going to be the problem with this army. Don't even know what that's locked onto, but don't want it to lock onto it, that. Oh, my poor Archer Queen. But you can see here, right? There's just nothing the base can do against this army. Alright, I finally have a second to detail everything that happened there. You do your Royal Champion charge. Unfortunately, my Fox has since gone down. That is unfortunate. Do the Royal Champion charge. Just get any funnel you can. Doesn't need to be a deep funnel because we got so much power with the Root Riders, as you saw here. Let's pop that King ability to help the Royal Champion out. Doesn't have to be insane value. Then you just use your Royal Champion, Root Riders straight through the middle. Siege Barracks and Queen set an amazing funnel with this army. And look at how many Root Riders we had up. And we went straight into a Rage Tower area of the base. This army is ridiculous. Next up, we're doing another Royal Champion charge, but this time we are bringing the Haste Vial because we have 12 Invis spells. You know what it is, Royal Champion charge, Mass Dragons. Probably the strongest attack strategy in the game because how can you stop it? Now, this attack strategy can work on those isolated Town Hall bases, but it definitely is weaker because it's just harder to get insane value. But on a base like this, it should be, unless there's some really nice Teslas on this, it should be easier to get my RC into the core. And as long as I don't make too many mistakes here, we might be able to get insane value. That's actually a good Tesla for us. Fox, yep. I have no idea if the Royal Champion's gonna go in. There she goes. I've now kind of feel like I lost timing of my invis. Alright, we've lost the Fox already. Gonna use the Haste and Rage together. I'm just gonna treat it like my Fox is down. I lost timing of it really quickly because I'm not perfect with this army. I honestly prefer using the Phoenix, but I feel like you got to be able to use the Fox, right? So obviously I got to up my game in the future. We want to invis that defensive CC, because I'm not letting my Royal Champion target an Ice Golem. I'd love to set off this Rage Tower. As you can see, that Ice Golem is about to go down. So I'm just not going to invis again. I wish I did, though. I might have been able to get rid of that. Alright, we've got a whole lot of random stuff to funnel. I'm going to get rid of 1 air defense, 2 air defense. Beautiful. And I'm actually going to use... I don't know why I put those dragons over there. I've actually decided to change up on the fly where I want to come in with my stuff. We're going to get rid of that whole side of the funnel with the siege barracks. And apparently a couple of dragons too. And then the whole other side of the base can be the dragons like this. I popped my Warden probably a little too early. I'm going to use the Dark Orb here because this is the only part of the base that really matters. I mean, what else on the base is going to take down our troops? And as you can all imagine, this is a 3-star attack. Obviously, you see more isolated Town Hall bases, and that's where this army is harder. But remember, you've got, what, 12 invis spells, and you even saw in this attack I did here. I used I used one invis spell to redirect my Royal Champion towards the core, and you can do that with this on isolated Town Hall bases too. Yeah, this just feels like bullying. The Royal Champion is ridiculous. The Electro Boots are completely broken. And as you can see here, we've got most of our dragons left up because we took down most of the base super easily. So if you want an air attack, particularly because you don't necessarily need a super troop with this army, I do bring one super wall breaker, but air attack or low super troop army, this is your go-to. And the last army of this video is going to be Super Hogs, yet again with the Royal Champion Charge opener. It's just what the meta is. It is all about the Royal Champion Charge. If you don't want to do it, which I totally get, then the best two armies are either like this army, but with a Fireball opener instead of the Royal Champion Charge. Then you finish off the base with Super Hogs. Or you can do Warden Charge, Mass Rocket Balloon. Outside of that, it's Royal Champion Charge. It's the strongest thing in the game by a mile. So we don't need to get insane value with the Royal Champion Charge here. In fact, I'm kind of interested in going over here. We could go for the Monolith. That is obviously nice, although keep in mind the Monolith isn't as bad against Super Hogs. Now, I kind of want to clear a funnel out here. Also, Bomb Towers are super annoying for Hogs. Oh, I wanted the Royal Champion to walk on the other side of the Bomb Tower. Hopefully she goes up. Alright. Slightly late on the invis there, but that was fine. The Royal Champion wasn't really taking damage anyway. That's a much better timing. Fox comes in just in time to get hit by the giant bomb, so well done, Fox. That Town Hall range is ridiculous. We're not going to quite get rid of the Monolith here, but we can at least damage a little bit. Alright, let's just use one wizard over there. Now, we are going to use the log launcher here. It doesn't really make as much sense from this angle, but, I mean, oh well, it is what it is. How do I want to do this? Let's go like that. That Yeti should get rid of that. Oh, the mortar. Of course it got rid of. Valk, I need you to get rid of the skellies. King comes back. Beautiful. And then hopefully the action figure here should be really nice. Gauntlet is just going to tank forever. And now let's start off with our Super Hogs. Straight into trouble. That's fine. That's what they're made for. Early Warden ability, which I'm fine with. And then we're going to sprinkle around Hogs on the outside of the base. We'll use a... Oh, there's the last Headhunter. We'll use a Rage with the Super Hogs. Unfortunately, they all go on the outside of the base. Nothing's going for the Town Hall currently. They all went to the Bomb Tower. That's a little bit of a pain. Actually, it's a lot bit of a pain. Alright. Town Hall. Oh, I should have froze. That would have been sick. We still have the Skeleton spell. I have no... I've got no Headhunters. How did I go through the Headhunters so quickly? we still do have a few of the Hogs. Keep in mind, we still got our Royal Champion ability. That's why I really like the Hog Puppet. The Hog Puppet just is going to help your Royal Champion so much on the back end of the base. And even though this is not going to look like an overkill at all, it's still a 3-star attack, and that's what matters. Beautiful. Not overkill, but 3-star attack. There, in my opinion, is the top 3 attack strategies. Basically, this video should actually be named Top 3 Ways to Start Off with the Royal Champion Charge and Triple. Welcome to Town Hall 17, ladies and gentlemen. The event is over, but the lack of attack diversity, well, that's permanent.